Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It is once again time for a shop tour. This is our pre-Hallett shop tour. So here we are, Thursday the 20th, leaving this afternoon, heading down to Hallett, getting ready to do a test day tomorrow with our, well, it's new to me because I've never driven one of these, but a Spec Racer Ford 3. So any of you that were not watching last week, Eric Pearl and I are renting SRF 3s with the sequentials from the Stevens race shop down at Hallett. So looking forward to that. It'll be interesting to give some feedback on how I enjoyed that car this upcoming weekend. We shall see. So shop tour time. Let's get right into it. So this is kind of separated into two little projects. I've got the standard little Miata differential project I'm working on here, but I'm right in the middle of assembling this RX-8 differential with a 512. So this is for a guy from the East Coast, and he's got an RX-8 that he tracks and races, and so it is going out. I'm going to finalize this assembly, get it shipped off to him before we leave for Hallett. So getting real close on that. I think these 512s, you can't really get these for RX-8s very easily. I think it came from like Australia, is I think where he got it from. So I don't have the exact information, but if you're looking for a 512 for your RX-8, just Google it and I'm sure it'll come up. So that's where we're at here. Rolling around this direction, I've got Wade's car on the lift here still, because I was right in the middle of corner weighting this car and aligning it. And man, I just can't get enough camber out of the front of this car for these radial tires. And so I very quickly ordered some of these extended ball joints. So as you can see, well, it may not be easy to see, but this one here is a little bit longer than the original one. And so that will enable us to get a little bit more camber out of this car, get me more into the range where I'm happy with how much camber we can get. We end up running well over 3 degrees of negative camber, and I can't quite get to 3 right now. So that should hopefully help. Looking good there. So moving over this way, obviously Wade's car needs to get done today so he can pick it up and go to Hallett as well. Bob Shader's car is completely cleaned and checked and prepped. Got a couple of the little details finished. We're having a little trouble with the radios. I got those fixed. He wanted a little pedal for a little heel and toe action. Got that installed. Car's ready to go to Hallett. He's also coming to pick it up very shortly. Something interesting that I picked up last week. This is a 91 Miata, one owner, and the gal who bought this car brand new, unfortunately got sick and had cancer and passed away a couple years ago. And so I ended up purchasing this car from her son, and this thing is pristine. So low mileage, the motor sounds like brand new. What I'm going to do is get the timing belt done, change the seals, water pump, you know, kind of get it all completely baselined. But come around the back this way. You never see these early Miatas this clean. There is not even a lick of rust on the rocker panel. And the other thing that you never see on these cars underneath here is straight frame rails. Look at the frame rails on this thing. They haven't even been scraped on either side. This is a pristine Miata underneath. A couple of cobwebs, because it's been sitting a bit, but man, this is a clean car. Any of you guys are looking for a super clean car that just had all of the maintenance and all of the inspections done by me, hit me up. I'm going to have a car for sale here probably another month or so. So beautiful little car. Oh, I am going to get some new tires on it too, because these tires are about 10 years old. So, but it's all original, untouched, really cool. On the flip side of that, we have another really cool Miata that is highly modified. I don't know if we've ever done a shop tour where I've had a car in here with the Track Dog Racing Supercharger. It's more like a belt-driven turbo. And what I like about these is it acts like a supercharger, but the higher you rev it, it just forces the air through. Like these things can make, in a stock VVT, we can make 230 or 40 horsepower to the wheels at 7,500 RPMs. These are really nice kits. If you haven't seen these, just look up Track Dog Racing. And this is a really, really nice example of a VVT Miata. Inside and out is just beautiful. Not sure. Yeah, it's an 02. So it's an 02 Miata, and the inside is just pristine. Probably ought to get to why it's here. It actually, the customer installed a Megasquirt, an MS3 Pro, and they're having some trouble getting it tuned. So really it's only here for some cold start tuning, some drivability tuning, and of course we'll toss it on the dyno, make sure that everything's good there too. So very nice example of an 01 Miata with some really nice upgrades, as you could see, with the brakes and the wheels and all that. So in the meantime, of course, the BMW is up in the air. It is time to get this car prepped for Greg for the Heartland Park race, which is in the middle of May. So car's up, wheels are off. I've started my nut and bolt checking. Obviously changed the fluids out and just give the car a really good check over for our race coming up at Heartland Park. So that's where we're at BMW wise. As you can also see, I got yet another influx of differentials from my favorite differential supplier. So I think there's about 6 more differentials to clean, restore, build, and get back off to them. So we're looking good there. Did have an exciting dyno session this morning with none other than Mike Taylor. So as you guys, as I was building his engine, you guys probably got to see some of that over these last few months. Well, Mike is here, and we finished up on the dyno. He's having some lunch, and we've got the car completely, the engine's broken in and dynoed, so now what we need to do is we need to remove the valve cover, put on the front cover for the engine and the nicely powder-coated valve cover, and he is on his way to Hallett as well for this weekend. So had a really good dyno session, super happy with how this turned out. I think Mike's even happy with it, so that's a good thing. Yep. So we're looking good. Hoping for a good weekend down at Hallett with him as well. We have a bunch of customers obviously going to Hallett this weekend. As always, if you guys don't know it, get on to SCCA Official on YouTube. If you search for that, you'll find all of the live video and commentary. And if you go to scca.com/live, that will have all of the live timing and scoring as well. So Hallett, Hoosier Super Tour. Seems like we were just at VIR doing this. Hoping for a little better weather down at Hallett than we had at VIR. I think we're going to, actually. So looking forward to that. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Next week we'll have a really good debrief on what went on at Hallett as well. So hope you guys are having a good week. Thanks for watching. Take care.